Hey guys, Lake and Katie here, and we wanted to bring you our review of our recent stay at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. So we had stayed here for the Star Wars race weekend,
Rival Run race weekend.
Yeah, and we really liked it.
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah, so this is the Spanish colonial themed resort on property. It's over in the Animal Kingdom district, but this resort still doesn't feel that far from any of the other areas, I think. Maybe other than Disney Springs.
Maybe. We didn't really go over there,
No,
so it was
we
hard.
didn't.
We didn't, time that ride. But no, I love this resort.
Yeah, we've stayed here. Was this twice now?
This was our second time, yes.
But this was the first time with the new renovated rooms.
Exactly.
Now, at the time we're recording this, the Grand Destino Tower was not open yet.
It was built when we were there, like the outside and everything. So they've definitely just been working interior for a while.
Yeah, but this is a beautiful resort, really nice theming.
Yeah, the theming is very it's so well done and cohesive, especially considering the 3 different sections that they have. They have the ranchos, casitas, and cabanas.
So the casitas is kind of the bulk of the rooms. These are the tallest buildings. I think they're all 4 floors. And this is usually where they put people when you're here for conventions and stuff. It's the area closest to the main building and the convention hall right there.
Right.
It's got the lap pool right there. And then Cabanas is basically next to where the tower is now. We stayed there the first time. It's kind of the quiet corner, I think is what I would say.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I don't know. I think it's the least themed area.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be, I think the casitas are supposed to kind of go with the lobby and that, Spanish colonial feel. The cabanas is more beach type feel. It's near, I don't know if they have it anymore since the new building, but when we were there, had a beach sandy area.
And hammocks and stuff
so
right there.
So it's supposed to be like you're on the water, and then the section we stayed in this time was ranchos, which was supposed to be you're on a desert ranch. And I loved the section we were in. Oh,
it's beautiful. There's so many cactuses and just the way they did the whole
fake rock structures. And then one thing I noticed too, I remember saying something to you about it. They did on some of the pathways, they did some things where they put in wooden bridges that were not necessary to be there, but it helped with the look and it made everything feel very on theme, but still beautiful.
Yeah, with the 3-4 different sections now, it is a very big resort. It wraps around a man-made lake right there. So if you're all the way in Ranchos like we were, you have to hike basically all the way around the resort to walk up to the front. It's really not terrible,
but
though.
You won't for long, right, though? Because they have the bridge and the restaurant that's being built across the lake.
Yeah,
right?
So there's a restaurant going in right in the middle, and it's got basically 3 different bridges extending out each way.
So that'll help cut down on some walking, I think.
Yeah, and it'll be a really pretty area to walk through, I'm sure,
But honestly, I mean, we walked back and forth several times between our room and the lobby. They do have an internal bus system, too, if you didn't want to make the walk. But it wasn't terrible. I mean, we weren't there at the hottest part of the year.
Yeah.
It was warm, but it wasn't like right now, which is June.
Realistically, it was probably a little under half a mile from our room to the front.
Yeah.
Probably under. I wouldn't say it was anything over by any means, though. And again, they have the bus system that goes all the way around. All of the buses for each of the parks picks you up. Basically, right outside each main area, there's a stop.
Mm-hmm. And a side note, if you're there for a race like we are, the race buses picked you up right at each of the stops, too, which was really nice. We didn't have to walk all the way to the front. So.
Yes, that was very nice. This is a moderate resort, and I think right now this is one of the best price values for resorts.
I agree. Now, you do have to keep in mind it is, like we said before, a convention resort, and I think there were several conventions there while we were there, and we didn't find it intrusive. You know, you would see them a lot of times when we were getting a meal at the quick service or the full service, you would see people in there and they would have their badges on and stuff. But I didn't feel like they made it overcrowded or anything. I felt like this resort felt less crowded than like Art of Animation or something.
Yeah, really the whole time we were there, I thought the resort felt honestly pretty empty.
Yeah. Now we didn't go to the pool and like sit there and enjoy it while we were there, but we did walk through it at one point just to see it. And it was hopping. It was a lot of people there, but I don't think there were like no empty chairs. I don't think the pool was too full to enjoy. It was just, it was a day at the pool for a lot of people. So yeah.
The pool is pretty cool too. The area is called the Dig Site, and it's basically a big Mayan ruin area. The slide goes down
like the pyramid Mayan tower, and so it's really good themed, with the Spanish colonial
is that that theme. So. They do have a really decently sized pool bar there too as well.
Oh, that's right.
Probably one of the bigger ones that you
they had other things over there too. If you remember, they had a big sand volleyball court.
Yep. The arcades over there as well.
There was something else we saw over there, and I can't remember what it was.
They have some play zones and stuff, and there's a playground back there.
Yeah, it's all central in that pool area. So it was really, really nice, if you're there with a family or several people who would want to do different things, you can kind of keep an eye on them all in the same area.
Yeah. So let's talk about the room.
fantastic.
Yeah, these are definitely in my top 5 rooms.
Yes,
probably
so
my number 2, honestly.
We had a king bed, right?
Yes, we did.
And it was very comfortable king bed.
Yep, and the room was very spacious. Again, recently renovated. But yeah, so they had a nice hardwood floor, which we always love the hardwood floors. It always makes the resorts feel a lot cleaner.
Feel cleaner, and honestly, it makes them smell better. The carpet holds on to smells. You can't get around it. When you have the hardwood floors, it's cleaner and it smells better.
Yeah, you don't get like a musty smell.
Yeah.
The room was very clean. Even some of the hard to get surfaces didn't have any dust or anything. I really like the way they did the new like ledge and storage system.
Yes, so the their dresser system, it was all one piece with a dresser and then like a desk area, and then the TV hung above that. It was ginormous.
Yeah, just gave you so much counter space, and I felt like you could actually do work at that desk if you were there, on a conference. Yeah. Whereas most of the time it's like just a little table or a little desk that doesn't help.
And along with that, one thing that we noticed was that the room was able to go from, nice, like dark, able to sleep and relax to like amazingly lighted. They had a ton of lights.
Oh my gosh, yeah, so many lights. And a fan too. A lot of the newer rooms have fans in them, which are really nice.
And I like the light thing because honestly, as someone who travels for work a lot and have stayed in convention hotels, it's really nice when you have to do some kind of work. I know you did some work as well on your computer. It does make a difference when you have a well-lit room. And even, on vacation, sometimes I want to have a well-lit room when I'm putting on my makeup or if I'm reading. It was really good. I think that's something that probably gets overlooked in hotels a lot.
Yeah. And the bathroom had the whole wraparound lighting for doing makeup and such as well.
Yep. And the bathroom setup was I think it was almost the same as the one in Pop as far as that structure. It didn't have the same structure with the, built-in shelves and it had double sinks at this one, right?
Yep.
Which double sinks is always nice when you're a couple.
Yeah, and then it has the newer shower system with the sliding door, and then it's got the overhead shower as well as a pull off.
Yeah, it has the
shower as well.
The rainfall or waterfall shower, which I
so nice.
love. We love those. And it was they had obviously redone it, which was nice. A lot of times with the smaller remodels, they don't really hit the bathroom, so you have like a nice looking room and then like a very telling dated bathroom, but it looks like they took everything out and redid it.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. And I believe they have tile work in there, right? That kind of matched the Spanish theme, which was really pretty.
Yeah, these rooms are awesome. They're great.
If you can't tell, we really like them.
Yeah.
So and then the bed itself, obviously we were there for a race weekend, which means we're sleeping at odd times and maybe taking naps, but it also means that we're really looking for something comfortable and that doesn't keep us from sleeping, and the bed was amazingly comfortable.
Yeah, it definitely felt like it was like a nice new bed.
Yeah.
It wasn't like super worn. Yeah. It was awesome.
And then also with the remodel, a lot of the resorts are getting the really, really huge TVs, which are good quality. Another thing we kind of skipped over is it also had a little kitchenette set up with a coffee maker and a fridge and no microwave.
No microwave.
Coffee maker and a fridge. But
and it was nice. It was a Keurig, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
It was a full Keurig, which is nice. It's better than the other off-brand Keurigs that they give you.
The little pod system,
it's like a packet system.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it was a full Keurig, which is very nice.
Which is always something. It's very inconsistent among the Disney resorts right now as far as what kind of coffee maker each resort has. So it's definitely worth if you're a coffee fan and you want to know or bring coffee with you, definitely do a little research to see what kind it has. 'Cause if it's a Keurig, you can just buy your Keurig pods and bring them with you. If you're there, they'll give you Joffrey's.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Joffrey's coffee is pretty good.
We like the Joffrey's coffee, so we never really worry about it. We were on the first floor. We were very close to the bus stop. We could, if you looked out our door, you could see the bus stop, which was really nice. No, I can't think of anything else. The room, I have absolutely no complaints about the room at all.
No, me neither. I thought the room was awesome. I thought the value again that we got with the room.
this room have the pumps in the shower?
It did.
I think that was the only thing I remember happening was one of the pumps
One
in
of
the
the
shower.
pumps was broken,
One of the pumps was broken. That was the only thing. And I think it was the body wash, which is the best one to be broken because I just used shampoo instead. But that did happen.
Yeah,
so.
it like still pumped, but the piece that it came out of would like pop off.
Yeah. So that was the only complaint.
Yep. So now we'll go ahead and talk about basically some of the dining. This place has a lot of different dining options and bars, especially to hold the capacity of the convention center, basically. So we ate at most of the main ones. The first one we'll talk about is Cafe Rick's, which is like their little bakery and snack area. When you first walk into this resort, it's right there to the left next to the gift shop. And it's basically just kind of a standard. You get snacks, pastries, and stuff in the morning.
Grab and go. I think they have a soft serve. Oh, no, they had scooped ice cream.
Yeah, they have like scooped ice cream and gelato, which we did get one day. It was very good.
Yeah, and we actually got gelato last time we stayed here, too. Yeah. So it's something we enjoy. But they have, other pastries, probably good for a quick breakfast. I think they had an espresso machine if you wanted coffee lattes.
I believe they did coffee, and then they have the whole, like, quick service soda area in there as well.
And then they have some of the, like, Disney branded, like, and not Disney branded, like, grab snacks, like the Goofy's Candy Company type things.
Yeah, basically your quick grab and go type of area. And then the, quick service location is the El Mercado de Coronado. I thought this was okay. We ate here quite a bit throughout the weekend.
We got to experience a good variety. There's different bays for different types of food. So they have one that's supposed to be kind of an Italian themed, loosely, but it had like pasta
like
pizza.
Make your own pizza, and they had pasta options.
And then they had like a grill with burgers, chicken sandwiches. And then they had another one that had...
They had one that was basically all Hex-Mex. It was like bowls.
Tex-Mex?
Tex-Mex, yeah, sorry.
Tex-Mex with tacos and bowls.
Yeah. And then another area that was like rotisserie chicken and that kind of stuff as well.
And then I think they had like they actually had a little section that was a bakery as well.
And they had ice cream and stuff over there.
Yeah. As far as service goes... I think we generally were happy service-wise. There were never long lines.
No, not at all. I think there was only one time that we went at dinner and we waited a few minutes for things, but overall it was quick.
I will say there was one day where I ordered a veggie burger from the grill, and because they had to cook it fresh, that one seemed to take a very long time. As far as the food goes... moderately okay. Yeah. Nothing groundbreaking.
No, not at all. I would not go out of your way to come to this quick service.
Right. Definitely not out of your way, but if you're staying there and you don't want to go somewhere else, doable.
Solid option.
Yeah.
They have a good variety. Stay away from the pasta, we would say.
So the pasta was disappointing. It, I believe, was $12.99, $13 or so, and it was a ripoff.
It was a bowl of pasta and some sauce. Nothing else. It wasn't like one of the create-your-own pastas, which seems bizarre because on the other side, they do like the create-your-own like rice bowl and stuff, and they have like all the same stuff.
And also the menu says create-your-own pasta.
Does it?
Yeah, the board that we ordered it from, it was or maybe it was supposed to be pasta and with your choice of like chicken or veggies or something, and we ordered exactly what it said on the menu, and she just handed us the bowls of pasta. And
it was literally pasta and red sauce.
Yes, and not a lot of it either. So it tasted fine, but we were trying to fuel load for a race, and you had to go get more food.
Yeah, I ended up going back and getting like a kid's cheeseburger meal, and that was better and more food, honestly, than the pasta.
Yeah, we're getting into a rant about the pasta, which we've done like so many times already.
I'm still angry about the pasta.
But so a decent food. Prices are probably a little expensive, but I think that goes along with being a convention hotel.
For sure.
lunch/dinner there a couple of times, and then we also had breakfast there once.
Yeah.
I was not happy with what I got for breakfast, but you were pleased with yours.
Yeah, they had like a breakfast bowl. It was like a Tex-Mex cross with like potatoes and stuff.
So like potatoes, eggs, salsa type thing.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I actually had very much enjoyed that.
Yeah, and what I just got a basic breakfast sandwich, which it was just egg and cheese and bread, but the bread, they just used a hamburger bun.
That's right.
And it did not taste good. Like, eggs and cheese on a regular, like, cold hamburger bun does not taste good. But with it, I got, like, 2 hash browns, like McDonald's hash browns. So I just took my egg and cheese and put it between my hash browns, and I ate it like that, which tasted a lot
Much better.
But, yeah, so don't get the breakfast sandwich unless you really like hamburger bun. Does anyone even like just, like, plain hamburger? Like, no one, like, prefers just a hamburger bun. Like, they never taste good.
Now we were ranting again.
Now we're ranting about food again. I'm sorry.
We did eat at one of the sit-down locations, the Maya Grill.
Yes. So we went there after we had done all of our races, which we always try to do, like, a little celebratory dinner. So we'll go somewhere new or somewhere, you know, that might be a little more expensive, but we know we like. So it was not busy at all.
It was empty. And
I think we went about 5. It was definitely dinner time, but on the earlier side.
Yep.
Empty, but I will say service there was great.
Yeah, service was awesome.
Yes, our waiter was very nice. It was a guy, right?
Yes.
And I remember him being very funny. I think a manager came over at least once just to see how things were, which, you know, we were able to say, oh, they're great. So at the beginning, we did get the chips and guac.
Oh, yeah.
We liked it.
Yeah, I thought the guac was, like, just okay. It was average.
I thought it was pretty good. We ate all of it.
We did, yeah. We were very hungry.
And I was very happy with it. And if you're a fan of chips and guac in Mexican restaurants, in my experience, a lot of times you will pay a lot of money for a very small portion. It was a good sized portion of chips and guac. I said that as soon as he set it down on the table. I was like, oh, they actually gave you a lot of guac.
Yeah, you definitely could have split this with, like, 4 people if you needed to.
Or 2 people who had just run a half marathon.
Yeah, we were very hungry.
And then we also got drinks.
Yes, so I had gotten the mango, blueberry, basil margarita. We had to look it up again because we couldn't remember. And I thought it was very delicious. Yes. I remember really liking this.
And I got the pineapple margarita, which I also liked. It was, it had, like, pineapple and ginger. And I think they used, like, Himalayan salt on the rim, and I loved it. They had several of these kind of, I don't know if, like, artisan is the right word, but, like, margarita options, I guess. Yeah.
They had a lot of cool different flavors. I would go back and try some of the others as well.
And I believe they have a margarita flight.
Yeah, very good. And then for food, I had the fajita skillet. Pretty much your standard fajita skillet that you would get at any type of Mexican restaurant. But it was good. I think my only complaint was the tortillas were, like, maybe 4 inches big. They had given you a decent amount of food, so it was, like, really messy to try to stuff it all in there.
I got the vegetarian tacos, and I was not super happy with them. I think it was, I was just not... I can't remember exactly what was on them, but I think it was just the mix of veggies that was on there just didn't do it for me. I believe thinking at one point I wish there were beans included, because I think it was literally just all veggies. I think, like, broccoli, peppers, maybe onion, and it just needed something else with it. Even, like, tofu or something proteiny, I think, needed to be on there with it. Definitely would go back to Maya Grill, for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
I would just order differently. And it's also a beautiful space inside. It was a beautiful restaurant.
It is very pretty inside. I would definitely, I don't think I would, like, go out of my way to go back there.
Oh, no, next time we stay there,
we're
going to go for dinner or lunch.
But any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I recommend this resort 100%. Nothing about it. Usually it's a good price. There's nothing about it I don't like, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's a great option. Another thing that I didn't mention earlier, the landscaping and the floral and fauna around the area is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of different like butterfly gardens and stuff, which I always think is a really nice touch and is really pretty.
Yep. I'm excited to see this new tower. If they follow with the trend of the resort, I think it's going to be really beautiful too.
Yeah, I will be interesting to see if the additional rooms are going to make the resort area feel like more crowded or overcrowded at all. But from when we stayed there, I think they definitely have room for more people.
Yeah, for sure. Never felt crowded.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe below, and thank you.